Well, hey there, folks. Tip here, Stupid Gardener. It's been a couple of weeks, I think 2 or 3 weeks since I posted my last video. We got kind of busy at work and we're kind of traveling. We went to North Myrtle Beach for like 4 or 5 days, and then we traveled last weekend. So I hadn't had time to get out here and do any video taping, so I just thought I'd give you a quick update and where we stand. It is like, I think it's September 3rd. 2020 is a Thursday, and it was a real hot day here. It was in the mid-90s and high humidity as usual here in North Carolina. So just want to start out here and kind of show you our our wildflowers here back in the garden here, back in the corner of the yard here. And you know, so far so good on these. We got some good flowers that are coming in. We're picking these probably once a week or so, bringing them inside. We had some sunflowers in the back there, but they all died off, so I pulled those out and threw them up in the compost. But everything else seems as nice and green back here. And we got some nice flowers coming in here. So I'll probably come out here probably Saturday morning and pick some flowers for my wife. Be interesting to see what kind of grows up here next year. It didn't bloom like I wanted it to, but they said the first year it usually doesn't. But we'll have to see what comes in next year. So nice breeze out here. But so far so good here. And like I said, next year we hope to extend this out some more, and maybe find some other spots in the yard to you know, put some flowers in. Because the flowers really brighten up the yard, you know. Every time someone looks at flowers, they're always smiling. So let's go over here and look at our rabbit eye blueberries. And as you can see here, I took down all the bird netting we had. I took it down a couple weeks ago. They had stopped producing their blueberries like they do. And so I decided to take down the netting here. I will be putting up some more netting here in the fall and the winter time, because I wanted to get this thing probably about, if I can get this thing up to like, you know, 7 foot tall, and really let these grow up more, and that way there I can get in there to pick. I don't have to be stooping over and messing up my back. You know, it'll be easy just walking in and out. So we'll be working on that. Thinking about putting some PVC pipe here, get some 8-footers or something, and just put them up and put some bird netting back on there. So, and this bird netting held up perfect this year, didn't have any issues. I had a couple of birds get in there, but I was able to come out and let them out. So they've been working okay. And let's go over here and look at Ray's garden bed here. And let me get over here. As you can see, you know, in our last video, I had up all that rabbit netting because we had an issue with the rabbits. And of course, they ended up finally figuring out to get underneath there. And this is where I had my pole beans, and I had done a second planting down here, and the rabbits got in and just chewed them all to bits. Did the same thing with my cucumbers, because I really wanted to get another round in and have them grow all through September and October, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. Really the first year that we've really had a lot of problems with rabbits here. I mean, occasionally you'll see one, but you know, we'll look out here in the backyard. There'll be like 3 of them out here just running around. So it was really a kind of frustrating year as far as the rabbits go. But, you know, they left it alone for most of the summer. They got in there toward the end of the summer, so I guess that's okay. But we had a great year with cucumbers. I tell you, we gave away more than we could ever even think of eating. And the same thing with the pole beans. They came in great. So next year I'll be putting some other beds out there, and I'll move this out there. And we'll have to come up with another game plan as far as for rabbit fencing. We'll just see how the rabbits are next year. Maybe they won't be around next year, but they sure were this year. Tomatoes are doing great. I just picked off a bunch of red ones last weekend, and we got some more coming in here and a bunch of green ones. And so hopefully we'll get this will keep growing into October, so we can keep pulling off some tomatoes here. So, but we did pretty good with them. Not as good as we have in the past few years, but you know, you can't complain. Cost you a couple of bucks to buy a tomato plant, and you're usually overrun with tomatoes. So anytime you're growing tomatoes, you know, if you're giving away more than you eat, then you've done all right. So we're kind of happy with that. So but we'll be putting in a bunch more next year as we extend out our beds next year. So, and over here we have our ever-bearing strawberries, and I got to get in here and do some major weeding because last couple of weeks had a bunch of rain. They're really growing up. We should get another crop of strawberries coming in here over the next couple of weeks, so we'll keep an eye on those. I'm going to be probably cutting these in half next year and getting another bed and putting it out here, and transplanting them over there, and just have another strawberry bed over here, because these things really put out a bunch of runners and really filled in there. And we got a pretty good amount. We should get a lot more next year, so we're looking forward to next year. You know, that's what about having a garden. You're always planning for next year and what else that you can plant next year. So we'll hopefully put some beds right out in here and extend this on out. Put some flowers back here and everything as well, and really get a good sized garden going and see how much we can grow and how much we can give away. So and also I'll be doing a video on our worm bin back there. Worms are doing great. I really don't bother them. I go once a week and feed them, make sure it's nice and wet in there. But they are eating like crazy, and I tell you what, they love cucumbers and the skin of cucumbers. They go crazy on them. So but I'll be doing a video on that, just give you an update. It's been a couple of months, and I really don't like to bug them, but we'll probably do another video on that. And so we'll just have to wait and see on that. And then you know, plans for next year, I'm really thinking about putting in a greenhouse back here, a small little greenhouse, maybe like a 4-foot by 6-foot greenhouse back in here. And that way there I can plant some seedlings in there. It'll probably help me when I go to plant my pole beans and my cucumbers, if I've already grown them up in the old greenhouse, and just go out there and transplant them off. So that's the plan, is to kind of put it all in here, and we'll see what happens there. It'll be kind of exciting to really get that going, because I can really extend our growing season if I'm able to do that. So that's about all I got here. I'm gonna get this thing in, get it posted, and get it up on the old YouTube channel. And if you like the video, please hit that old like button. If you're not a subscriber, please do. And got any comments, put them down below. And I appreciate everyone watching. I think we're almost up to like 17,000 views, and I saw this in January. Don't have many followers, but I think that'll come over time. Probably gonna take a while, but I'm very thankful that everyone's watching. So I'll sign off from here. So this is a tip from the Stupid Gardener. Everyone take care. God bless everybody.